all-wheel drive. It's a technology that Audi helped make famous, and considering that Quattro is synonymous with the brand, it makes the story of the Q7 quite surprising. By the time the original one hit the shelves in 2005, it was already a full generation behind the BMW X5 and the Mercedes-Benz M-Class. And now, history is kind of repeating itself. It's 2015. The X5 is now firmly in its third generation. The M-Class is almost in its fourth. But Audi has only just launched its second. I suppose they'd say good things come to those who wait, and although I'm inclined to disagree with such nonsense, going on the styling alone, they'd have a strong argument. It's lower and narrower than the original Q7, but it's still a 2-ton car. In fact, it's the biggest car in its class. But Audi's designers have done a superb job of camouflaging its bulk. It's no longer the rounded, slightly flabby SUV that it used to be. It's more chiseled and athletic looking. And the designers will tell you they've done that by accentuating the horizontal lines of the car, but it really doesn't matter how they've done it. The effect is very nice. There is an element of you have to see it to appreciate it. Pictures don't seem to do it real justice. Packed into the design is a very long list of technology highlights. Aluminium construction saves weight, LED lighting is standard at the back and optional in front. The electrically powered tailgate is standard across the range. It might be a big SUV with all-wheel drive and things like hill descent control, and you can opt for air suspension to help with its off-road ability, but really when designing the Q7, Audi have been a bit more realistic about its everyday applications. So, once you've had your fun in the dirt, go get it washed off, and then you can enjoy the more everyday talents of this car. Quattro naturally ups its handling abilities on tar as well, but the Q7's agility has been improved by putting the car on a severe diet. They've dumped over 300 kilograms worth of weight from the SUV, and the result can be felt everywhere in the drive. The most obvious advantage of weight saving is improved performance. There is only one engine option in the Q7 lineup at the moment. That's a 3-litre V6 diesel with 183 kilowatts, 600 newton meters, hooked up to an 8-speed Tiptronic gearbox. And while the whole drivetrain is now lighter than the previous version, that combined effect of all that weight saving means this car is more responsive than the previous version. Now, while you can't magically feel that through the screen you're watching this on, there is a stat to back that up. This engine is quicker by 0.1 of a second than the previous 4.2-litre diesel. 0 to 100 times and performance aside, Audi have also concentrated on the everyday usability of the Q7, and among its many driver assistance systems is one very clever one. If you opt for the electrically folding tow hitch, it probably means you'll be towing a trailer or two, and the park assist function now has a trailer program. The hassle, or the skill, whichever way you look at it, of reversing your boat or bike or caravan has now been deleted, thanks to a system that automatically steers the car to prevent any jackknifing embarrassments. But the new Q7 isn't just about lots of tech and slick looks and a nice interior and good performance. It has a surprising element of refinement to it. Even in its hardest driving mode, it's smooth and it's quiet and it's really quite unfussed. And I can't help but think that's due in some part at least to the fact that Audi knew it would be sharing this car's chassis with the Bentley Bentayga SUV, so it had to be more than a step above. When Audi launched the new generation A3, they introduced the world to an interior that was leagues ahead of anything else in its competition. And now with the Q7, they've done the same thing. The design, the layout, all the small touches tell you you're interacting with an interior that is really next generation. It is a very nice place in which to spend time. From the optional virtual cockpit instrument cluster to the way the generous spec has been seamlessly integrated into a minimalist design, there's a lot in here to make you believe your 924,000 Rand is well spent. Space all around is generous, as you'd expect of an SUV, and if you need more sitting room, there's an option to spec the Q7 with a third row of seats. The new Audi Q7 is one of those cars that makes this job difficult. When we drive a new model, we want to get behind the marketing hype to find out what really makes a car good or not so good. In the case here, there really isn't that much to complain about. I suppose we could say it's taken them a bit too long to bring the second generation Audi Q7, but then again, that's not the car's fault. And besides, now that it's here, it really was worth the wait. The 3-litre turbo diesel motor and 8-speed Tiptronic aren't solely responsible for the smooth and capable performance. The new Q7 is a massive 300 kilograms lighter than the previous model. More chiseled looking, more spacious inside and more technically advanced than ever, this is an SUV that's enjoyable in every aspect of its makeup. The only thing we can complain about is that Audi deprived us of the pleasure of the drive for so long.